Alright. Here's the thing. Okay, this is eventually going to circle back to Chandra. So, okay. There's a number of things in, again, just like there's the bullshit you just gotta know in a game, there's also the stuff that's it's just bad. It's just bad. Like, if you're playing Dota, dude, no. Don't hit the minion until you last hit it, right? The last hit is the one you want to do. A hunter. This seems reasonable. I kind of want to keep the Drake because I'm going to go whelp on turn 1. Right? Just wander back and forth and then you last hit. So that way you don't push the wave. It's a don't do that thing, right? Don't do it. It's an error. Never do that, man. Lord of the Arena in Hearthstone, the 6/5 with taunt. Don't run that card. Don't run that card. What are you, nuts? What are you, high? What are you, drunk? Don't run that card. Don't do that. Every game has this. Every single game. Right? Don't limp into pots in poker. Don't open limp. No, just don't do that. Don't do that. Just a whole bunch of dotes, right? Oodles and oodles of things like this. And in Magic the Gathering, one of those things is land removal. Land removal, basically, in Magic the Gathering, the mana here in Hearthstone that is like completely safe and totally fine is represented as a card called land in Magic. And if you... This is probably better. If your opponent destroys your land, you can't cast spells. You can destroy mana in Magic the Gathering, right? No! Oh, my 3/3! Fuck! You can destroy land in Magic the Gathering. But Wizards of the Coast realized extremely quickly that, man, if you can easily destroy land, the game sucks. It blows. No one wants to play if you can easily destroy land. So, Wizards basically just made it really hard to remove land. They made it really, really hard. And in fact, it just tends to be wildly overcosted, right? There's a few cards, like, what the fuck is the Ooze? The Ooze, the 2/2 for 5, 2 green and a 3, that says when it enters the battlefield, destroy target land. I can't remember the name of it. I can do this. Can't remember. Acidic Slime. That's what it is. Acidic Slime. Like, there's certain cards that have particular effects related to land, but they're very rare. More often than not, there's just a whole shitload of not necessarily kind of what you want land removal cards. And so one of those rules that you just learn in Magic is like, dude, just don't run. Just don't run land removal. And so, when you're at a pre-release where no one's taking anything too seriously anyways, but sometimes people get a deck they're like getting a little excited about and all this shit, right? You just run a land removal and you just blow one of their lands up, and that just makes people's brains, what the, why? You're just not supposed to do that. And that's my favorite part about those never do these sorts of things. Those never ever do rules in games are not hard. They're not like, absolutely, under no circumstance should you ever. Look at this. Isn't this insane? I'm hitting a 2-1 with myself. Look at that. I don't even give a shit. Look at that. I don't give a damn. Right? Like, those never do rules actually have some value, right? Sometimes you should stop building workers in StarCraft. Sometimes you should hit to create before the last hit to try to push the way forward. Sometimes, and 1,000,001 sometimes. Oh shit, is that a freezing ass trap? Is that a freezing ass trap? Definitely ain't. freezing trap. Or excuse me, an explosive trap. It's probably freezing, I'm calling it. So, like, just have fun. Go to a pre-release and just have a blast, man. Don't, whatever you do, don't take it too seriously. You really shouldn't. It's a bad build.
Squire, attend me.
Is someone injured?
So, anyways, in Magic the Gathering, okay, so if you're watching the show, I assume you play Hearthstone, and if you don't, what an amazing miracle that you are here. Thank you for tuning into Day 9 TV, where we learn to be a better gamer. Well, go big or go home, right?
Right away.
Just instant concession. So, I assume you play Hearthstone. If you don't, it's amazing to have you. Thank you for tuning in purely based upon my cult of personality. But in Hearthstone, things are very softly partitioned, right? Like, every class has card draw, right?
I concede.
Every class has a sweeper. Mage has Flame Strike to deal 7 damage. Paladin has Consecrate, deal 2 damage to everything but also the other guy. Holy Nova, deal 2 damage to all you stuff, heal me for 2 damage on all my stuff, right? Even the Rogue with Blade Flurry or Vanish, it's a different type of sweeper, but they all have sweepers. They all have card draw. They all have a lot of different classes, or it's just subcategories. They all have, like, removal spells.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring
But they lean in varying directions. The size of druid creatures is much larger than the size of, say, hunter creatures. It's mage. But in Magic the Gathering, things are very, very, very sharply partitioned. So, for instance, card draw is just in blue. It's just in blue, and other colors, their card draw, comes at drastic costs. Very drastic costs. Left one says, that feels incorrect to say. Hearthstone is hard partition between the classes and even... To be clear, what I mean is that they're softly partitioned. The concepts, the common concepts in card games, like sweeping and card draw, those are very sort of evenly distributed among them. I think I just do this and draw the thing and hit him, yeah. And then in, let's see, in Magic, there tends to be much harder barriers between what the various colors can and can't do. So, for instance, red has a lot of inexpensive, easy-to-cast spells that just deal direct damage. Like, deal 3 damage to that thing. Blast. Boom.
Job's done.
Green has really inexpensive, good, huge creatures. But the thing that's very interesting about Magic is that you can mix any 2 colors you want together, or any 3 color, actually, you mix any mixture of cards however the hell you want, any which way. He wants me to die. Oh, I run this card. And so that's kind of the interesting battle and the struggle that you have in Magic the Gathering, is how do you want to use the strength of one color to make up for the weakness in another color, and so on. Phil Thorne says, doesn't green have mana ramp too? Yes, great, thank you. Yeah, that's another great example. The ability to put more than 1 mana out on the, or 1 mana generating, I'm trying to use the comparison to Hearthstone, but fuck it. Land generates mana, and green can put more than 1 land out on a given turn sometimes.
Hey, that's my game. Job's done.
So, you get interesting things, like, for instance, there are, like, red that I just talked about that has these spells that just blast things, just delete things one at a time, or blue that has a lot of card draw. You might use that mixture of things to create the basis for some sort of control-y deck. What do I want to do here? I don't think I want to use this. This is like a very awkward position. I actually don't think he's ever really going to have that huge of a board, I don't think. Anyways. Yeah, you might use the red cards to deal damage to blow up their creatures while you draw with your blue, right? That's the basis for your control. You might do the... We're building up to it, just watch. We'll just run out this guy. That feels so good. You might play the greatest color combination, green and black. Green to get huge, durable dudes out, and black to kill enemy creatures, to get them out of the way, and to pay life to do extra cool stuff. You might, you know, like there was this really great deck that actually Brian Kibler made that just had a whole bunch of really hard to kill creatures.
Let's make magic.
Oh, sick. And there was a lot of things that, once they were dead, could come back into play, this sort of thing, right? Like the black to bring things back out of the graveyard, the green to have the huge creature to play that goes in the graveyard that comes back out. This is like unbelievably simplified Magic the Gathering for any of you new players out. This is just, I'm sort of trying to pitch the conceptual framework.
So kind of you to join me.
Gotta get me one of those, man. So there's all these different weird ways to play Magic, and you wind up with really big holes in your gameplay based upon that mixture of colors. Like, for instance, if I am playing what's a good example? If I'm playing a really aggressive deck, the aggressive colors are not blue. They're not blue. And blue gives you card draw. So aggressive decks tend to run out of steam and run out of cards. Very similar to Hearthstone, except it can be kind of in a... I can kill this guy, can't I? I think I do this first to discover the nuts. This is the correct play. God. God, you saw me just so badly I wanted to do that. You not only don't have card draw in your super aggressive deck, you don't even have the ability to put it in, because you would need to be blue. Or, for instance, if I am playing my green-black deck, sometimes I just want the opportunity. Damn it, I really just want to be able... It's pretty good. I just want to be able to deal some damage to their face. Every now and again, that's just... Can a guy hit someone in the face for once? Hope that's not a counter spell. Yep. Yep. I don't have to go for the awesome play every time. This is counter spell, that just sucks. That's so tight. I'm torn between the amusement of this Holy Dragons deck and thinking about Magic. But anyways, there's all these very sharp divisions that exist between the colors in Magic. And that's what makes a card like the new Chandra very interesting. In particular, that it has some draw in that you can look at the top of your deck. It has some ability to generate bonus mana, because you can do her +1 to generate 2 red mana per turn. We might just take a billion damage next turn. Shit, I have to do this. Isn't that sad? If he has polymorph, we're screwed. Oh shit, I'm a golden priest. I didn't even realize. Tight. Thanks to Karazhan, I had no idea.
I wonder.
I feel like I have to heal.
I must consider.
YOLO! In the words of myself. Well, that's an ice block. Himself. Fuck, that was a really good Yogg.
I have no time.
Probably just fireball and we die.
We hunger for vengeance.
So he had us dead in a lot of ways. Woof. I feel robbed. Every time Yogg-Saron gets played, I feel robbed. Oh, Hannibal the Unbannable. You are not banned. Hold on, let me go to here. Click on this.
Anduin versus
A friend of mine messaged me on Skype, and I want to make sure that his thing didn't just pop up on the screen. I think this is okay opening. Yamish says, unless y'all goes Doom Astral Communion. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're talking about Magic. Yeah, the archetype that, I don't know, I just find, for some reason I find very interesting is red deck wins. It's just pure red. So red has a lot of haste creatures, which is the charge keyword. They can attack the turn they're played. And then has a lot of spells that deal damage and clear stuff out of the way. So, you just play the dudes with haste, you attack. The next turn you play another dudes with haste, attack, hit him in the face, and then on turn 3, you play a defensive dude. And they just shoot your defensive dude. And then attack with all of them again. This card is so sick. My work is paramount. And so, yeah, I'm real. God, now I just wanna. I want that pre-release to come sooner. And I want to get her. I'm gonna snatch her up. I should just make myself play some blue. I always avoid playing blue. Well, blue's really fun in pre-releases because you're just bouncing things, just returning them to their hand. It's just... Oh, it's so fun. A true secret. Alright, we're gonna bash the face in. Oh yeah, the reason I find the red deck wins archetype so compelling is the fact that it feels like this great consideration wall, right? It's like so obvious, right? It's like a Baneling bust in StarCraft. Any strategy you have, you're like, but does it live against a Baneling bust? Because you have to be able to fit your strategy inside this box where one side of the box isn't. It's just a wall because it's always there. You know what I'm saying?
Stop distracting me!
I have to be a little careful getting close to turn 6 so I can heal all my dudes up. Kaiser Wolf says, I love blue because I can exert my inner dick in a socially acceptable way. I think you mean your inner asshole. I think that will be misinterpreted less frequently. But yeah, no, I find the fact that there's this, like, unbelievably aggressive variant of all the sort of, you know, aggro red decks, that is, it's not complicated at all. Like, brand new Magic player, give them on a red deck, and they will win a notable percentage against an absolute expert. Not like, you know, 80% win rate or something. They're not like autopilot things. Urgh. Do I just hit him twice and heal? I think that's the player right there. Excalibur Z, holy shit, good to see you, man. And I do have shield battery access, man. I've been playing some big game hunters. It's been wonderful.
What to do?
A super inexperienced Magic the Gathering player, green red is so fun. Yeah, you just have like haste and trample. Jeebus84 says, what's really surprising to me is that there's still a very large amount of skill in piloting red deck win decks. Yeah, yeah.
Let's make magic.
I think I want to do this for the... No, I think I just kill him.
That's my game.
Well, I can heal up. I mean, I should not be trying to do the Mega Giga trades. Or not doing the Mega Power plays, because, I mean, that's just such a valuable thing to do. Wait, do I have no more dragons in my hand? Shit. I wish this worked on itself. I am holding a dragon. Atiesh first.
Amazing.
So when Hearthstone came out, everyone's like, which is what colors? Druid seems green. They seem green. Green. Druid's green. Cool. What's Mage? Mage is like red, blue, white. Because you have a ton of direct damage. You have the big ass sweepers. Card draw and counters. I've heard Mage red, blue. Priest is probably white. Priest is some kind of control thing.
I wield the power.
There's one mechanic that I think would translate very well from Magic to this. I 100% think that it would be First Strike. I think First Strike is a really interesting mechanic. Paladin is the most white. Yeah. White in Magic the Gathering is a lot of small creatures that work well together. A lot about equality. Doing, you know, something to both sides, like destroy all creatures. It's a very white spell. This is so sick.
Let reading lie.
See if I can force the Yogg. Yeah, white weenie. It's a common white archetype. There's also no flying in Hearthstone. I think the flying mechanic is actually really interesting. And that's actually something really funny, is that there's not a lot of good ways to deal with flyers in a lot of pre-release decks. So you just you build like 2 flyers. Oh, I unplugged my speakers again. Dude, the power cable on this one is just like hair trigger thin. Alright, we almost got it. Ugh. Woo!
I dream.
Did you see Kriparan's video about First Strike in Hearthstone? It was recent. He talked about how it could end the reign of Zoo. Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, there's the fundamentally offensive design of Hearthstone, where the attacker gets to choose, I think would cause a lot of issues. Lot of issues. I would have pinged him with Atiesh. I think that we're pretty much gonna win this game. We just have to be very careful. Like, we have a good suite of spells here. Alright,
Is in trouble?
awesome.
In trouble?
Gonna do this. I think this is solid. Gotta be very careful with that dream. They released Nissa too. Nissa Vital Force. Nissa Vital Force. There's a type of card called a Planeswalker that's just super. It's just a super. It's a really good card. I also put it. Okay, for +1, untap target land you control until your next turn it becomes a 5/5 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. Oof. Oh yeah. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. -6. You get an emblem with whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Holy shit, how did they print that one? Oh my god. Whoo!
Time runs out on me.
I'm just gonna double holy over, man. Beast get charge. Yeah, I mean, like, The fact that in Magic, every single card that is like above 5 mana, I just read and I just go, holy shit. Like that's and it's not even Yogg Saron holy shit. We're like, this is random, this is big and random. Well, he's gonna mill himself. This one, probably. It's a good-looking Yogg. Sick! Alright, so I think doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna go ahead and send that one back. I'm gonna hang on to this because it's a good activator for all my future dragons. Yeah, man, this entire conversation of Magic just started because someone said, hey, what do you think of the new Chandra? Damn. See, I'm pretty sure we're going to be in great shape because he's drawn really deep, so the only way I can imagine that we would lose is a huge creature, or if he gets a bunch of stuff on the board, which we, you know, have answers for both of these. This is good. I really want my Hogger to stay alive because he's pretty tight. Engreen says I've played 12 hours of PoE in the last 2 days. It's good, but which PoE? Path of Exile? Or Pillars of Eternity?
Runs out on me.
So I think we accept damage for... See? Just hold on to this guy. I think this means I can be a little more aggressive, because this is perfect for someone who's super low on cards. We just clear him. Pillars of Eternity? Hell yeah. I've been jonesing to play that again. What webcam do I use? A Microsoft Life Cam. So I want one more little dude to come down. Both PoEs are so good. Yeah, no, I heard the recent Path of Exile expansion is super dope. Yeah, draw the cards. Yes, draw the cards. Ha ha ha. Ooh, actually, if he has... Play some small dudes.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Twisting Nether is also a card. I think we just lose, right? Well, he could have killed us. Well, we're close to death anyways.
Well played.
Did he just draw the Roaring Torch? Whoa.